So why are we doing that? How many do you get? Do you get one, do you get two, do you get three? Sometimes it's a lollipop, sometimes it's nothing. So why? So here's what they came up with. They ran a test. So the first week, they would bring you the check, that little tray that comes with your check. They'd bring it, the bill, and one candy, right? They left it, said, thank you, came back, got it, and they recorded all the tips that person got. The second week, they put two candies on the little tray and they handed it to them, right? 1 week, and then they came back and they recorded all the tips that came back. There was a 13% increase in the tips, the value of the tips when you put two candies instead of one candy. Right? So of course now the waitresses were always putting two candies. So I'm going to be 5 if it's going to get incrementally going to increase my stuff. But it didn't, so they did 3. And they put 3 and they did it again for another week. There was no difference in the tips. They went back to 1 and it dropped to the original level. So there was a difference between 1 and 2, but no difference between 2 and 3. So then they tried another experiment. So on the final week, they went with the 2. The waitress walks away, goes, oh, you know what? You guys were so nice, I'm going to give you another candy. Here you go, there's your third. And then left. 25% increase in tips.
20,
Giving them
26. Say.
Sorry?
It was 26.
Was it?
Yep. Really, it was. It's a great book. It's a phenomenal book.
So it was 20. So that's what they did. So it wasn't, when they gave them 3, it didn't mean anything. But when she went back and said, oh, by the way, here's another one, just because she made this effort to go back, I'm giving you something extra, all of a sudden there was this increase, which was tremendous. Right? So that's the lesson learned. It's not what you give necessarily, but how you give it. So think about that for you guys. What are you doing? What are you doing to give something to your audience so that they feel that they've got to give you that like? I know a lot of you guys, one of the tricks is ask. If you don't ask for the like, if you don't ask for the subscription, they're not going to give it to you, right? But is that how you really want to do it? If you want to build loyalty, what you want to do is you need to make it so that they feel obligated to give you back something because you've given them something of value. So whether you're blogging, vlogging, you're doing a podcast, doesn't matter what you're doing. Make it so that they feel like they're getting something and they're going to be twice as likely to give you what you need back. Okay? The other lesson learned is be the first to give. Right? Again, this is where you're coming up with something new. It's not just about saying, well, here's some valuable advice, because there's a lot of valuable advice. What are you doing? Run a contest. Buy some hats. Go spend a little bit of money and buy some hats. And run something and give something away. But be the first to do something. And lastly, like that extra candy, make it unexpected.